Okay, so I have no savings. I spend everything.
Dan has not officially responded to your diss track. Do you think it's because Dan is homophobic?
Hasan is a socialist grifter. What are you, bro? I saw.
Why are you gay?
I'm not gay. What are you talking about? I'm Puerto Rican.
Hello everyone, welcome back to H3Y. I'm with probably my most anticipated guest ever, Rich Lux.
Let's go.
Rich, I'm sure everyone knows you already, but for the people that don't, please tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh my gosh, I'm just a clown with a crown who's back in town to shut it down.
Fantastic. All right, so let me give you a breakdown of this interview. So I have some icebreaker questions. These are questions that I ask every guest.
Okay.
Then I have some fan questions. I did advertise that I might be interviewing with you, so some fans offered some specific questions just for you. And then we're going to go into the nitty gritty of Rich Lux.
Okay.
And at the end, I have a fun activity for us.
Okay.
So let's get started.
All right.
Rich, do you have any ghost stories?
You know what I do? I do have a ghost story. One time I was asleep in my mom's house back, when I was a kid, and I remember waking up to my bed shaking very violently. And I swore it was a demon. And I just remember like closing my eyes and like saying, and praying and saying, Jesus. And it just stopped shaking. And there was nobody in that room. I remember that.
Oh my God. How old were you?
I had to be like 8 or 9. And it wasn't a dream. I remember that.
Dang, that's pretty spooky.
Spooky, ooky, kooky.
I have a ghost story too. Would you like me to share it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this takes place around sophomore year of college. It's 6 p.m. And at the time, I was very into like the gothic aesthetic. So I had like pentagrams, the Satanic Bible, and stuff like that in my room. And one day I'm at my computer working on homework. Then I see the table with the pentagram cloth on it creaking back and forth. So I go over to investigate. And as I walk towards it, the creaking stops. But then my body goes cold instantly. And then my wallet, which is sitting in the middle of the table, flies towards me 2 feet.
No.
Then it scares the crap out of me, and I run out of the room.
You know what? Something similar happened to me. I opened up my laptop, and that Trisha Paytas video played, and that was scary.
That's terrifying.
Damn, yeah.
Oh, no. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, Rich. All right, let's move forward. This question's pretty wild, but it's a meme within the community, so it's not coming out of nowhere.
Okay.
But how do you wipe, Rich? From back to front or front to back?
I don't. I have a little.
You don't wipe?
I
You
have
just you shower
I have
afterwards?
A little duvet. What do you call that?
Oh, the bidet. Okay, that's totally
A
acceptable
bidet
answer.
and douche. Don't tempt me with a good
Of course.
time.
Gotta keep it clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Awesome.
But honestly,
Very cool.
I don't really poop much after being on trizepatide and Ozempic. I don't really...
Okay. Yeah, queens don't really poop. Am I right?
Yeah.
Up next, who's your favorite crew member on H3?
Oh, okay. Oh my God. It's a top for me. This might be like, kind of like cliche. It's either Ethan or Gila.
Okay.
It's a toss up between those two.
It's a little bit of cheating because they're the hosts. Everyone loves Ethan and Hila. But out of the crew members, the people that work on the show.
Crew members,
yeah.
Dan's the man. I can't stand Dan.
Oh, yes.
I can't stand. I like Dan. I met him in person. He was just he's a really good, just his work ethic is crazy. But I like Dan.
Yeah,
he gets the gig.
Dan.
He understands the gig.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about Dan for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Who would you rather be stuck on a deserted island with? James Charles, Jefree Star, or Hasan Piker?
Oh, Jefree Star, hands down.
Yeah?
I've hung out with Jefree Star several times. And he's just, I'm like little behind the scenes tea here. Like he comes across like a villain, but he is such a sweetheart.
Awesome.
He really is. So I was Jefree Star, hands down, yeah.
That's really, so he plays up the villain stuff?
Yeah, he'd probably get mad I said that, but that's how I see it.
Very cool. All right, my last icebreaker question. Who would you rather have dinner with? Trisha Paytas, Mikayla Nogueira, or Colleen Ballinger?
Well, who's paying? Let me see. Trisha Paytas, I'll probably do Mikayla Nogueira. I think I would. I think, yeah. Only because if I do a video, I'll get more views.
Oh, yeah. Big time. All right, let's jump into some fan questions. This one comes from Miss Gabagool. How many Labubus do you own?
20. And
Wow.
I'm trying to get as many as I want to get a few more because I want to like pin them onto a jacket. So I bought this really huge oversized jacket and I just want to pin Labubus all over it. And like I'm trying to and they're all Lafufus. Like don't get me wrong, they're all fake ones. And they're the more like weird they look, the more I like them. So I would say I have about 20, and they're all different colors. I just need a few more, and most of them I got from fans who send them to my PO box.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So thank you.
Very cool. All right, next fan questions come from M Mooney. Who's your favorite pop girlie?
Yeah. I would say right now Ariana Grande. I like the music, but maybe not her personality, but the music.
I mean, it's a classic choice. My personal favorite at the moment, I love me some Chaperone.
You know what? Let's take it there. Back in the 90s, there was this girl called Cece Pennenstein. She's like, finally, it has happened to me. And Robin S. Those, if anyone loves like EDM and like dance music, those iconic girlies to me. People don't really talk about them as much. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of them. I guess I'll check them out after this interview.
You know what? I guarantee you heard the music. I guarantee you heard the music. Okay.
We'll see. I'll let you know.
Okay.
This next question comes from Danielle. Why can't you stand Dan?
You know what? What happened?
It was Bottomgate, right? I think it was Bottomgate, and you suspected Dan was making a gay voice.
I remember that. And they were trying to cancel Dan and cancel the show and all that stuff like that. And then it turned out to be like it turned out to be like a soundbite, not Dan saying it. If that makes sense.
No, it was Dan, but people thought the voice he was making was to make fun of gay people, but the voice he was making is what he uses to make fun of like nerds.
You see? It's been such a long time. But that's what happened, and I was like so upset. And then like as I got to get down to it, and I was like, wait a minute. Because to me, I see Ethan Klein and the whole entire show as like comedy. And sometimes I forget, like, don't get your panties in a bunch. They're just here having a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a wild saga. I have more questions on that after this, so we'll get into that. The next question comes from Lalency. Will you be trying the new Teddy Fresh makeup line?
Wait, yeah, wasn't it Gila coming out with it? Like,
it's coming out sometime soon. I don't know if they have a specific date, but I think by the end of the year
there's gonna be some blues in there. Didn't they like sneak peek something a while back?
They did, yeah. They revealed the name of it, and they revealed a few colors of the palette. They're calling it Teddy Glow. Yes,
I cannot wait for that. Oh, awesome. I love makeup. Let me just show you here for those watching at home. This looks. If anyone likes behind the scenes, this is the beauty room right here. And it's a lot. And their drawers just full of makeup. Let me show you. Got lots of palettes. I mean, it just goes. I have so much. Look at that. That's just one side. So I love makeup. I just love playing in it.
Oh yeah. You're a big makeup person. We have some makeup questions later too.
Awesome.
All right, very cool. So have you had any contact with Teddy Glow people? If maybe they've started reaching out to influencers like yourself about trying the makeup? Not
Teddy Glow, but definitely Teddy Fresh. They have my mailing address to mail me stuff. And they actually sent me the latest collection. And I'm telling you, that quality is amazing. I was really shocked by it. I thought it was going to be like just hokey pokey. No, it was thick. The socks, the shirt, the hat. I was shocked by everything.
The socks are the best socks I have. Yeah. Like, not glazing or nothing. Like the socks still feel comfy as if the first day I was wearing them.
Mm-hmm. So they put some money. When I saw that, I was like, okay, they have budget. They have budget here. That was some good stuff.
Yeah. Next fan question comes from Hannah. What would be your last meal order?
Okay, so it would be Jack in a Box, 2 tacos at Jack in a Box, 3 egg rolls, the big ones, not the small ones, an Oreo milkshake, Since this is my last meal, I'm going in. Like 2 Oreo milkshakes, large, and the onion, the not the curly fries at Jack in the Box. And I think that would be it.
Awesome. Really quick, Rich, for the sake of the recording, would you be able to record or have your cell phone sideways?
Oh yeah, hold on. Do it right
Think
now.
it'll flip it?
How?
Sorry, I should have mentioned it earlier. I think it'll.
There you
Oh,
go.
I should have done that from the start. That looks
There you
10
go.
times better.
There you go.
Cool. Sorry, I was just so excited and nervous to be talking to you. I should have mentioned this earlier. But anyways, we have it going. We have it going good
Yeah,
now.
no problem.
All right, up next. That sounds like a fantastic last meal, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Next question comes from, and it's the last fan question. It comes from Carissa. What's one thing that you bought that you regret the most?
My Patreon subscription to Trisha Paytas. It was just a total waste I want my money back.
Damn.
It was no real behind the scenes. It was just boring the house.
Oh, how disappointing. All right, thank you so much, Rich.
Thank
that
you.
was the fan questions. Let's jump into the Rich Lux specific questions. So for the H3 podcast, you went from friend of the show to enemy of the show to friend again. What was that journey like?
Well, okay, so I was just a long time watcher. And then I just remember like Ethan Klein, every now and then he'll spike in the zeitgeist of YouTube, like the show, he'll say something crazy. And then I think it was the bottom gate. I think it was the bottom gate that sparked it all. And I just remember making a video and it just kind of like exploded into his own thing. And then I had no idea that there was, of course I knew they had community, but I didn't know it was that strong of a community. And there's no other community like it. I will say that. That's like, it's like they're a whole bunch of like people who just get the gig and just love to have fun. And it's like, you know how the internet culture is kind of quirky? It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the community. It is the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Where you can tell crazy jokes and inappropriate jokes because you all know it's just a joke. And that's what I love about it. Because in the beauty world, oh my God forbid you say something out of line, they want to cancel you. But over here, it's so fun. And that's what I like about it. So when I made it onto the show, I started getting followers and DMs and messages. And I was like, oh, this is fun over here. I love it here.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun to be on the good side of the H3 universe, I think. You don't want to be on the bad side.
Let me tell you, they're vicious. They'll come for you.
They are pretty mean sometimes, for sure. Alrighty, Rich. I wanted to discuss one of your most iconic catchphrases. Where does the house come from?
Oh my, okay. Listen, the house. So it's like clock it the house. I'm hungry the house. I'm bored the house. Busted the house. So the house is nothing but an exclamation mark. That's all it is. It's just it just shows like exaggeration. It's like instead of saying like I'm hungry. Okay, when you say I'm hungry the house, no, it means you're really hungry. You know, I'm gonna eat the house down. It means it's just an exclamation. So that, you know, being part of the Rainbow Mafia and the LGBTQIA community, and just to show respect, it came from the trans community back, especially the Black trans community, like the girls, they call them the dolls. They came up with that lingo because back in the day, you had to use code words so you don't get clocked. You can't get exposed. So you would have to use code words so you don't be outed. And so that was one of the code words, was like the house. And it's just an exaggeration of meaning like you're serious about it or you're really interested in something. So like, I love Alex the house. Like that. So it's just
very
exclamation.
cool.
Yeah.
I did not know so much history went into that one little phrase.
Yeah. And I'm all about like, giving respect where it's due, and that's where it came from. Because being gay and being like a minority, like so much has been taken. So it's always good to show respect. So when I see like the Real Housewives, they're always using gay lingo, but they don't ever know where it originated from. Mm-hmm. They just hear it.
Yeah, it's important to know those roots for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, next question. Dan has not officially responded to your diss track. Do you think it's because Dan is homophobic?
No, no, he's not homophobic at all. I met Dan in person. The guy's not homophobic. Um, I would have to say I was waiting for him to respond because that would have been fun. But I watched the clip and they're like, "You're gonna respond? You want to make a music video?" And he was like, "Nah, nah." And actually, I think Dan prefers to be more behind the scenes. And I feel
Yeah.
like being on the show, he's like up front. So it's kind of like interesting to see him kind of like get uncomfortable with it when he gets a lot of attention on him. But definitely, I did want him to respond just so that it would give me more content to do, because doing the
Yeah.
diss track was fun. And I think I mean he would have got up there and called me broke and poor. I would have lived it. I loved it.
That would, yeah, I think everyone would have wanted to see the smoke for sure. But yeah, I think it's more that not that he's afraid of being on screen. I think he's afraid of his musical talents in terms of like actually performing a good diss. That's not something that, anyone can do. That's kind of
Yeah,
tricky.
I love that.
Alrighty. So I was looking at the oldest videos on your channel. The first one that I could find was called "Working at Apple Computer." Was that your first video ever, or because you already have like such a natural presence on camera? Where and is everything you do a character, or is that just the way you are?
I don't, you know what? Like, okay, so first of all, let's go back because wow, you really took it there. So I grew up like this, like weird fat kid in high school, like severely obese, right? Used to make fun of my man boobs and stuff like that in school. And so I've always just been kind of shy. And then when I got on YouTube, my first actual videos aren't really up there. They weren't even showing my face. It was just like my hands, like reviewing gadgets or luxury stuff, like wallets and things like that I would find. And then I got a job working at Apple, and that's whenever I made that video. But there were other videos before, but no, I was actually naturally just kind of shy, and I didn't have much confidence. But being on YouTube, I discovered like nobody really cares. No one's really looking at you, and just be who you are. And then the world, and I know this sounds so weird, but the world opens up when you do. And when I just opened up to be myself and just be and embrace the kookiness, everything just came in. And I was like, I love it here. And the YouTube genre has really like just changed my life forever. I mean, I was like, I'm working at Apple. I didn't make much money working there, but yeah, I was working there for about 4 or 5 years. And for those watching, it was Apple retail location.
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful story. It's pretty often I talk to people, and one of their like main pieces of advice for being successful is, be yourself. Not really live for other people.
A lot easier said than done. It's like once you'll have
Yeah.
that aha moment. And for those anyone
Yeah.
watching, it was the Apple store at Baybrook in, I think it's like League City or Webster, right outside of Houston. That's the location I was at. But I was always been like a nerd at heart.
Absolutely.
No, but let me tell you,
Yeah.
Alex, that was around the time the iPhone came out, and people would come to the store and they'll be like, "So let me ask you this." There'll always be like an old lady or old man. "This is a phone, and I could get on the internet?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." Okay. Next question. When I unlock it, you know the screen with all the apps. When I'm in this area, does that mean I'm using my minutes? I'll be like, "No, ma'am. No, that doesn't. You're not using your minutes." They're like, "Okay. And how many gigabytes?" I'm like, "It's not giga, it's gigabytes, bro." Remember, it was 8 gigs.
Yeah.
It was 8 gigs, 16 gigs, and they call them gigas. It was crazy back then. Like, I had to explain to people what the iPhone was. Now you don't really have to, but it was new at that time. That's when I was working there.
Yeah. I mean, you must have been getting the same questions day in day out. Must
Yeah,
have drove you
it did. It
crazy.
really did. It really did. But I loved it nonetheless.
Oh, that's good. Like as we were saying about following yourself, you kind of inspired me to kind of pursue my dreams. Because
Yes.
the first day that I was trying to text you, and you said, I think I'll be free later in the week. And the day that you texted me, like, "Oh, are you ready now?" It was Wednesday morning, and I was just about to drive to work. I'm like, man, I don't want to fucking go to the office. I want to talk to Rich Lux.
I
And
know.
I've been fucking hating my job. I was an engineer, and I'm like, man, if I wasn't doing this right now, I'd be talking to one of my favorite online personalities.
Yeah, he's all about
So,
following your passion, because you know I was working at a chemical plant this was after the Apple gig. And for those who know, there's like this refinery right outside of Houston, Texas called Pasadena. It's all this refineries. I was working there for like 4 or 5 years. And that was a boring job. So there was a lot of engineers there at their chemical plant. And I was doing a scaffold building. Believe it or not, I had my hard hat on, my little overalls,
Wow.
climbing stuff. And I hated that job. It was boring. It was decent money. And I would, and the hours, they call them shutdowns. So it was 12-hour days, 6 days a week, 1 day off. That's what the gig was. And I would get home every day and I just wanted to do more. Like I was like, I want to do something more. And this is around like the early days of YouTube, kind of, when people were actually watching YouTube. You remember back, because the views kind of fluctuate over here, and
Yeah.
I was like watching people, and I'm like, I could do that. And I was doing daily vlogs, and nobody cared, nobody watched, and I just kept doing it. And then one day I did one drama video, and it blew up. And I was like, okay, I found my niche, and I actually liked doing it. And I just kept doing it. And then one day I signed up for that Google AdSense thing, and I got a check in the mail or the direct deposit, and I was like, this is more money than the chemical plant. And I left. And that was like 10 years ago.
Wow. The rest is history.
Yeah. And honestly, like there's good months and bad months when it comes to like views, because I can't predict the drama. So some months is really
Yeah.
great. It's like almost like being like a realtor, but what really helps is the sponsors that I get.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, like your content's very dependent on like the flavor of the minute drama. So
Yeah, exactly.
good drama, fucking raking in that cash, baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it real. It's so like when I think at its peak, I think there might be an article online by I think I forgot the article, but it was like talking about how much T channels make during Dramageddon or something. And I told the lady, I was like, it was $75,000 I made in 1 month on YouTube.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was
Was
right-
Dramageddon the James Charles, Tati
Yeah.
Westbrook, Jeffree
Yeah,
Star?
and nobody was talking. It was only like a few people talking about it. And every video I made got views. And I remember the sponsors were coming in too at that same time. That was a good month. And let me tell you, I blew all of it. I could have bought a house. And when I tell you I blew all of it, I'm talking about Vegas every weekend and taking all my friends. And I got in cosmetic surgery, like the teeth, like thank you, James.
Yeah.
I got veneers, liposuction, little BBL. And remember I told you I had man boobs, right? I had
Yeah.
those removed. They call it gynecomastia. I had that removed. Like I did a lot of stuff. So I blew it all.
That's amazing. Yeah, I have some questions about your financial situations later, but
Okay,
wow.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious from the outside, like this guy, he's just spending money, like
Yeah.
that doesn't mean nothing.
And pay your taxes. And pay your taxes. I tell you that.
Did you get in trouble for that?
No, I didn't get in trouble. I just remember making a lot. I was like, I know I have to do something with these taxes. And so I had to like pay them. And that's like, I had to find a tax attorney who understood that you can make money online, that much online.
Right.
It's like that. She was kind of shook by that. She's like, wait, so you just talk to the camera? I'm like, yeah, but it's amazing. And I love it. It's a blessing, but like, I need to pay these taxes. Come on.
Yeah, it's good advice. Pay your taxes, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna ask this in the funny way, okay? But
Okay.
I don't mean it to be the sound way. This is for like the intro clip. Why are you gay? And by that I mean,
I'm not gay. What are you talking about? I'm Puerto Rican.
but seriously, when did you learn that you were gay, and what was that experience
Bro, okay,
like coming
so
out?
for me, it had to be in high school. I had to be in high school. I had these feelings, but I was like, oh no, I can't have these feelings. You know, it's like I was heavy into going to church, and it was like non-denomination Christian church. So I thought I was gonna go to hell. So I didn't want to like think about that. So I just didn't think about it. I knew feelings were there, but I didn't think about it. And all through high school, I had a girlfriend. All 4 years, I had a girlfriend all through high school. Yep. And that's so crazy. Can you imagine how that turned out if I would never came out? And then I remember we broke up the last year of high school. I was so sad, and I entered college, and that's when I had like my first little like fling with the guy in college. And I was like, oh, this is badass. You mean I can? I was like, you mean we can have crazy wild sex and then turn around and play video games? Oh, man, it's awesome. Like Call of Duty is awesome. So I've never looked back after that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a journey.
But
And
but I will say this: in high school, the feelings were suppressed, and so
there was something in the back of your head that was
back of the
saying
head.
something, right?
So I've always had like, and I guess being in this part of like the Spanish culture, you got to be what they call like machismo, so like very masculine acting. So I've always just like been more on the masculine side. Like if you ever see me in person, like my build and my body is just kind of like butch. And so and so I've always just had that demeanor, but a lot of it has just been kind of forced because if I didn't, I would get bullied in school for it. Like I saw other kids who were very feminine get bullied in school. And I didn't want to go through that. And so today I look back and it seems like it's embraced for kids to be gay in school. They're like the popular guys now. And I was like, damn, that is crazy because you used to be bullied for being gay. And now I feel like you're accepted in school.
Right on.
When
man.
I see it online.
Fantastic journey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're able to find yourself, and I'm glad you're happy with your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. When did you learn you loved makeup?
I didn't. I feel like makeup found me. I didn't find makeup. All my friends back in the day when I was what was it, like the first college years, I was going out to the gay clubs, and there was a trailer in Houston, Texas. We had a FEMA trailer in the back of this club, and all my friends have just been like makeup artists, drag queens, transgender dolls, and they would perform at the nightclub. So I would go back there and I would just shoot the shit with them, and we'd sit back there and I would zip them up in the dress. I would help them pin stuff into their hair, and they were all just being real messy and reading each other down and just talking down the house, just like this cattiness, it's like reading each other just means like they were almost like degrading each other, just talking shit about each other. And that's what that was the atmosphere, and it was all out of love. It was nothing ever malicious. And he was like, there you go again with that tired ass dress, girl, and that tired ass wig you wore yesterday, chain smoking drag queen in the trailer. And I was just back there zipping them up, and there was all this makeup around, and I just would see it all the time. And then it just, all my friends were makeup artists, and I was like, damn, I just always had makeup around me, and I just kind of picked it up that way. And I learned a lot of tips and tricks just by watching and being around it. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm glad makeup found you because you seem to really embrace it.
Yes.
Alrighty, next question. Throughout your YouTube career, you've gone through multiple different makeup looks. I feel like you've kind of settled on this one that you're rocking right now. Mm-hmm. How did you know that this was the Rich Lux look? And do you have a name for your makeup look?
I just call it the clown gig. Okay, so when I started doing my drama videos, I noticed there were other people doing, tea gossip on YouTube. And I was like, I gotta stand out. And in the genre of the beauty gossip, nobody was wearing makeup. They were reporting on it, but nobody was wearing it. And I was like, how does this make any sense that you're reporting on drama with beauty community, but no one's wearing makeup? They were just guys, like just talking heads. And I was like, let's create a look. And they started really small. The triangles were small in the early days. And I settled on this one. I was like, I want a 15-minute mug. I can just get ready with makeup I can get at the drugstore, no matter where I'm at. And I just purely did it. So when you scroll, you'd be like, what the hell is that? And so you stay almost like a marketing thing for the look. And nobody has this look. Like I haven't seen anybody do this look before. It's like, it's its own thing. And it spiraled into like merch. Let me show you. I have one of them here. Let me get it. We came out with a makeup palette a couple years ago. Look, see the little gig on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it just evolved. And then because of me putting on makeup, then like more cosmetic sponsors came into play, and we did that whole gig. And I didn't know that there was so much money in makeup. Like L'Oreal Paris, Estee Lauder are billion-dollar corporations. And when they sponsor people, it's insane. That's why the beauty community was so huge at that time, like 2016, 2017. It was going up more than tech and automotive. It's like, whoa.
Dude, the makeup bubble is insane. I don't think people realize it.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm getting chills thinking about what Teddy Glow can do. Because if they succeed, 100 millionaire is gonna become like overnight.
Oh yeah, especially the community. especially the community behind it. Which I've been to events where it's H3 fans, and there's a lot of women, and women spend a lot of money. Let me tell you about that too. So I have some like really good things about that. I think it's gonna be amazing.
The fan base of the H3 audience is actually majority female.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's 60. I think it's like 62% of the watchers are female.
Nice.
Which is pretty crazy considering it's a male host. That's not very common on YouTube.
No, I go places and people are like, I saw you on H3. I heard your soundbite on H3. Just random people. And a lot of them are women. That's crazy. Out and about. This over here in Houston and Dallas area, like the reach that community has is phenomenal. And it comes with the gig. Because I know Ethan and the H3 show, they get like criticism. But when you're that big, you're going to get criticism. That's just the way it is.
That's true. Everyone wants to go for the king.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of kings, do you have your crown on you? Like, my dream would be like I'd be wearing my crown with Rich.
Let me see. I don't have it because I'm in Dallas, Texas right now.
No worries.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it, but I'm in Dallas, Texas right now, and so it's back in Houston. But I don't have it today. But
damn.
I know, I know, because I've been making videos here in this beauty room, and I was like, I don't have my crown. Okay.
I'll Photoshop the crown for the thumbnail.
Oh, I can always send you a picture too if you need one.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Apologies, Rich. Please bear with me.
No, you're good. Take your time. We're just having some testicle difficulties.
You're naturally so fucking funny, dude. Next question. What has been your favorite drama to cover?
You know what? It would be... Okay, here's the thing. I like the celebrity news and gossip in the beauty guru world and the YouTuber gossip is fun, but I like the drama when it's like the real stuff I know. Like, how come the guy at Walmart slept with the cashier and the security guard got fired? That's the drama that I like. That local drama. Like, why did Sheila get fired from Five Below? Like, I want to know that. Like, how like that? How come Margaret? Yeah, what?
Have you covered that type of local drama on your channel?
No. That's just like real life drama when I go to like the
Target. That's just the stuff that you enjoy personally.
Yeah, when I go to the Target and stuff, I'm like, well, where did she go? Why did she get fired? Tell me the tea. Like, I like the real stuff. Like, it's because it's personal. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves that real stuff. You also, I'm very chismoso too.
Yes, I'm the cheese man. And for those at home, cheese man, it's like it just means drama in Spanish.
When it comes to the stuff you've covered on YouTube, has there been a topic that you enjoy the most?
Anything Jefree Star related. Anything Jefree Star related, I like covering his drama.
Because you know him more personally?
I guess so. No, that's not it. I just find him interesting as a person and how he moves. And I don't know. It's so easy for me to do. I guess because I just resonated with it so well. That's why I'm easy to do it.
But the Yak Farm stuff was pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly. But I would say that I like that drama. And of course, the drama that really gets the view. Anything that gets a lot of views, I'm having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm going to milk it. I'm going to milk it. I'm going to milk it till I can't get no more views out of it, and then we'll move on to something else.
Your videos are so funny because sometimes it's like a 15-minute video. The first minute you talk about drama, the last 14 minutes is a shopping spree.
Yeah.
That's so good, Rich. All right. And conversely, what's been the drama that you talk about that breaks your heart the most?
Honestly, if I can be honest, keep it real, it's the drama with the family feud between Ethan and Trisha. That one, because I look at it like, I wish they can just get along, but then there's so much disrespect that it's like hard to turn the other cheek and not address it. And I see a lot of ego, arrogance, and pride on Trisha's side, just my opinion. If I can just, whatever. If I get canceled for that, I'm just one more cancellation away from being YouTube famous. So I don't really care. So I'm gonna keep it real. That part breaks my heart because at the end of the day, they're family, and the kids don't even know they have another side, like cousins and stuff. That part's crazy.
When you put it like that, it actually is very heartbreaking.
Yeah, and I'm not the first one to put it that way. It was that guy, the other comedian, the Howie Mandel. He's the one
Yeah.
who was also bringing it to the attention. Like, can we y'all just get along? Y'all guys are family. I like how he said it. He worded it way better than I did. But that part
Yeah,
breaks my
but
heart. Yeah.
no, I totally get where you're coming from. I feel like time heals all wounds, so maybe like 5 years from now. Who
You know
knows?
what?
Who
That's
knows
a
what
good
can
one.
happen?
That's a good one. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And, you know, compared to all the Hasan drama, it kind of seems a little tame in comparison. So I think,
Hassan is a socialist grifter. What are you, bro? I saw Hassan get on. There has to be a clip, but he was on a private jet going from somewhere like LA to Vegas or something. It's out there. So when he preaches about, eco-friendly and being a socialist, I'm like, no, you can't sit there and say these things and you're over there riding on a private jet, bro. And he
yeah.
doesn't even own it.
Yeah, coastal elite LA scum. That's what Hasan is.
Mm-hmm. It's like you just
Alrighty.
pivot. It's in my opinion, because you done got me started. I feel like he just pivots to the most popular opinion and just talks about that. And like, instead of like, I'm not afraid to rattle the cage. I don't like walking the fence, like, hot or cold. Like, stand your foot down and stick with it. Even if you're in the wrong, that's how you felt in the moment. And if I'm wrong, I'll address it later. But in that moment, this is how I felt.
Hasan's a snake. He'll never be
Sneaky
honest with who he
snake.
really is. Snaky snake the
Sneaky,
house.
sneaky snake. The house. And then he has like, what does he have? He has like this maid or house cleaner or something. I don't know. There's all that drama with that too
Right,
in the
yeah.
background. That Mexican lady, I think she's Mexican
Yeah.
out there. Anyways, I don't know. I just look at Hasan. He's a sneaky snake. And then the fact that he just turned on Ethan, to me, because then they used to have a show together.
They did. They hosted a political show called Leftovers.
It's like, the way I see it is that he slithered around, sneaky snake, and he sucked up views and some of the audience and did his own thing and then flipped the script.
Mm-hmm.
Fake
That's
friend.
exactly what happens.
Fake
The way
friend.
Hasan works, he finds a community. He sneaks his way in.
Ciphers
He
and
gains the
stuff.
audience. Sucks them out. That's right. That's his main thing.
And then, oh, you know what, guys? I don't like. I should never have done that. I don't agree. But yeah, he was right there in the snake pit. Whatever. Pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm glad. It might have taken a while, but I'm glad Ethan saw him for who he really is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want friends like that in the house.
He shouldn't even
Alrighty.
responded. Like, whatever. The way he responds, whatever. And then he teamed up with that other snake. What's that guy who they do the content cop? And then they're just
Idubbbz?
Yeah. Then they all team up to be like a 3-headed snake, and then Ethan's just slashing all of them.
He did, yeah.
Then he got the
I feel
Panada guy, who's on the run.
Yeah, we don't like that guy's a freak. That guy will try to dox you. I don't even like talking about that dude. He's such a freak.
Oh, dox me all day long. I don't care. Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's move on to some content strategy discussion. So, what's your ultimate plan here on YouTube? I've seen you talked a lot about a lot of things, but yeah, what's kind of some main goals that you have?
It's really simple. My main goal here on YouTube is to continue to grow my channel. It's just I've been doing just continue to post. If I never gain a subscriber today, ever again, I'm happy where I'm at making my videos. Completely, I'm happy where it's at. My ultimate goal is to hit 1 million. That'll be great, but I just love making content. And if I was in it for the money, I would have quit a long time ago. I just generally like making videos. I really do.
That's so great to hear.
Yeah.
Here's my last question before we move on to the activity. So you seem to be having like, when I see your videos and your vlogs, your lifestyle seems so lavish and extravagant. What's your financial situation like?
Okay, so I have no savings. I spend everything. 100%. Yeah, like if I died right now, Alex, I'm telling you, I do not cry for me. I have lived the life of 1 million kings and sometimes queens. I have lived like, when they say take a bite of the pie, live your life. I've got the pie and went like this all over my face, like all over it. And like I've been in rooms with like Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas. Me and Trisha filmed the videos together. It's like several of them on YouTube back in the day. Shane Dawson, I've met James Charles, came with Mr. Beast in passing, got to be on the H3 show. I've done some really cool stuff. and I don't feel like I'm missing out, and I just felt like I'm gonna live my life. So if I die right now, the bank account will probably be empty, most likely. But I have lived my life. Like I don't have no regrets, and I'm not afraid to tell someone to f off. And I don't know, if I see something I wanted, I buy it. And yeah, my financial situation is horrible. Like, you know how many houses I could have bought? You know what I'm saying? But like, no, I'm serious. You know how many houses I could have bought, bro? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm living my best 500-pound life. I don't care. I'm living it up, bro. I'm
What
living it
a
up.
king!
Yes,
That's
man.
that's such a amazing way to live life, my man. It's so amazing.
And I didn't have to like move out of the country to do it. 'Cause, you know, I've seen that there's like this whole like hack of life where some people they'll go to like Indonesia or somewhere,
Yeah.
Pakistan, and they live like a king over there because everything is so inexpensive. I've seen people do that, but no, I've done it here in America. So yeah, I don't feel bad about it. I'm pretty sure people judge me, and if you do, judge me kindly. But I'm living my best life, hands down.
I'm so glad that you've enjoyed all your experiences. And I
I'm gonna
think you
own
know
it.
what, even you're gonna survive, Rich. Even
Oh
even
yeah.
if you're a survivor for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely. Like I'm saying, you know, I believe in God, put God first, and I just live my best life. I have fun.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Rich, are you ready to jump into an activity? This is what I call the Soundbite Gauntlet. I have a PowerPoint, and sometimes when I have a guest that's famous for their sound bites, I want to recreate a few more to
Okay.
get them featured on the show, which is the ultimate goal.
Here we go.
All right, so give me a second so I can set up the PowerPoint and the OBS, and then we'll get started.
Oh, look at that! Look at
All
that!
right.
Is that a hedgehog?
That's Ethan as a hedgehog. I did this for one PowerPoint for someone else I had, so I just keep it in every time I do this. All right, Rich, welcome to the Rich Lux Soundbite Gauntlet.
Let's go.
I've generated a list of some sound bites I would really love to hear in your voice.
Hell
So let's see
yeah.
what we got and do your best to recreate these sound bites.
Okay. This is gonna be epic. Okay.
All right, this so I have several slides. So this are ones that are very specific to Rich.
Okay.
So yeah, just read off, and we'll see, and just try to make these sound as good as possible.
Okay. Let me see if I can make it big here. I gotta put on my glasses. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see what we got here. So the first one is I can't stand Labubus. Right? I got it right? Okay.
Oh, I can read them off for you. So these are all. There's 4 of these on screen. I can't stand Idubbbz. I can't stand Anissa. I can't stand Denims, and I can't stand AB.
Okay. I can't stand Anissa. Sneaky snake. I can't stand Denim. Did I say it right? I could never say that girl's name right. And the next one is AB. AB? Oh my god. I can't stand AB.
And can you do the Idubbbz one?
Yeah.
I can't stand Idubbbz.
I can't stand Idubbbz.
Cool. All right, next slide. Now, and I'll read them. You might be able to see this. The first one is, "This is not what podcasts are," and the second one is, "It's horrible."
Okay. This is not what podcasts are. What I do? This is not what podcasts are, girl. Okay. It's horrible.
All right, very good, very good. All right, here's some Hasan sound
Oh
bites.
my god, sneaky snake grifter.
So there's 3 of them on screen. It's keep playing it, keep fucking playing it, and what a Weasley little liar, dude.
Okay. Keep playing it. Keep fucking playing it. What a weasel little liar, dude.
Cool.
I got it? Did I get it right?
Yep,
Bro,
yep.
this is everything.
All right, next 2. These are very similar, but they go, based? Based?
Okay. Based? Based?
All right, very good, very good.
That's that.
We have some
Oh
sound
my
bites
god,
from
is
the
this
Lolcow universe.
Is this Keemstar?
That's Keemstar.
Damn, Keemstar
there's-
fell off. Whatever oh my god, bro.
You know what? He's actually, in terms of the drama space, yeah, he's not doing the same stuff he used to, but he actually has his own network of shows now called the Lolcow Network. Keemstar is actually doing very good for himself at the moment.
Nah, man. I used to watch. I'm telling you, I wish he still did drama. Did you remember? Can I just like speak freely, or do you want to just get through this?
Yeah. No, go
Do
for
you
it.
remember when he was coming for that guy? We called him Rose, but it was Remember, it was that
Boozy
guy,
Tube.
Boozy Tube, and he was like, I found $1 in the woods, and a dead dollar in the woods. It was he. That was to me the epitome of like YouTube drama on that space over there when he was coming for Fousey Tubes all the time, and then Fousey
Yep.
Tube would have these mental breakdowns, and then they became friends, and then I don't know. I just for some reason that right there was just so like crazy, but it worked at that time. You couldn't do that today. Oh
Yep.
my
Yeah, I don't think
God, you
could.
couldn't do that today. And that's what I love about the H3 is that because they still kind of like move that needle and they push those boundaries, and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, and they still kind of have some of the more old school YouTube kind of vibes for
Yeah,
sure.
like Vape Nation. Remember all that?
Yep, I sure do.
Okay.
All right, Rich. Yeah. Can you read them on screen, or do you need me to say them aloud?
It's because it's very small, so I need.
Okay.
I can read the first one. It says no, I can't. I can't read it. No.
Okay, I'll read them off for you. Let's go one by one.
Okay.
So the first one is the Hannah We Know.
Okay. The Hannah We Know.
It's very good. The next one is, here's my thing. I like a pretty penis.
Here's my thing. I like a pretty penis.
That's gonna sound so good if they make it on the show. All right, this next one is the puffer fish. You know, the one that turns into a circle.
A puffer fish. You know, the one that turns into a circle.
The next one is in the Discord.
In the Discord.
The next one is I never did. I never did. I never did.
I never did. I never did. I never did.
The next one is actually a sound effect. I'll have to send that to you in the chat. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Okay, that was better. That was
Okay.
better. All right, cool. All right, I'll send those over to Zach, and we'll see if they play them.
All right.
And I think this is probably the last soundbite. So this next one is I want to smell feet.
Okay, let's go. I like to smell feet.
Oh, cool. This next one's my favorite. I got my prostate milked by Ethan Klein H3.
Hell yeah, I'm telling me with a good time. I got my prostate milk by Ethan Klein H3.
All right, and the last one is Ethan Klein is ruining everything, making it all worse.
Okay. Ethan Klein is ruining everything, making it all worse.
Fantastic. We did it, Rich. Congratulations. I really appreciate you.
It's crazy. I love you.
All right,
Wow.
fantastic. I'm going to readjust the screens and we'll close it out.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for spending time with me, Rich. Do you have anything you want to plug?
You know what? I can't get a view to save my life. I would definitely like y'all to check out the YouTube, drop a like, hype the video up, leave a little hate comment, drop a super thanks. And yeah, I appreciate that. And you can find me everywhere. It's Rich Lux on Christian Mingle, Rich Lux TikTok, Twitter, Twatter, all that stuff, all my fake accounts, my fake Discords, everything, fake Reddits, Rich Lux. You can find me out there on any platform. It's the same name, just Rich Lux, RICHLUX. And
Awesome.
I do
Thank you
want to
so
plug one more thing. If you're going to be in Las Vegas, I'll be there September the 18th. We're doing a meet and greet in Las Vegas, and I have to control it. Because last time I had too many people and they shut me down. So if you want to go to the meet and greet, just email richlux@richluxonline.com. Again, richlux@richluxonline.com. Send an email that you're going to attend, and we'll send you tickets.
Awesome. Very cool.
It's
Thank
free.
You so much, Rich.
Free event. Yeah.